Hello and welcome everybody to a bit of an impromptu episode of Unlimited Power TCG channel, where we've had a bunch of tournaments of Star Wars Unlimited here in the UK, and I've got a bunch of results for them. So I thought I would report them and let you all know what went on, what went down, and what's hot. So yeah, let's dive into it, shall we? Ooh, yeah, building the suspense there. I'm not going to scream Unlimited Power again. That was horrifying. So yeah, this weekend just gone was May the 4th, which is obviously Star Wars Day. So there was a lot of stores up and down the country looking to capitalise upon that, on the Star Wars hype. I did not go to one, unfortunately, although fortunately that's because I was doing something else. I went to Symphony Hall and heard the Star Wars soundtracks played by live orchestra, which was amazing and awesome. But it meant I didn't get to play Star Wars Unlimited, so um, so yeah, here's a report on the tournaments, what happened, and a breakdown of their results and so forth. There were 11 properly advertised and agreed store showdowns that I'm aware of. There may well have been more that I'm not aware of. It's entirely possible. This is all going off information that I've gleaned through the Star Wars Unlimited UK Discord and the Star Wars Unlimited Facebook group for the UK. And gathered together and pulled together, so it's not like an official list or anything like that. This is just hearsay, essentially, things I've compiled. These tournaments are done with the constructed format, and the prizes for them are alternate art card prizes. So the winner gets a copy of the Mace Windu card there, the legendary. The top 2 players, including the winner, get another copy. The top 4 get another copy. And the top 8 get another copy. So if you win, you get 4 copies of the legendary Mace Windu, which is fairly tasty with alternate art. And there's a participation prize, which is an alternate art takedown card, which is pretty cool art. And let's face it, a fairly popular card to be used in a lot of meta decks as well, so that's kind of useful. There's also some special foiling on the cards as well to make them look a little bit more shiny and snazzy than they might otherwise be. It's obviously hard to get across on a still video. Still photo. So yeah, there we go. I'm sure there's some videos around somewhere. I just haven't got the footage handy here, which is my bad, I guess. Right, so 3 of the events that I'm aware of, I've not been able to get hold of results for them yet. Those were for Fire and Dice's Stockton on Tees, Mox in a Hole in Edinburgh, and Tritix Games in Stafford. If I find them out, I may well add notes to the show notes here in this. Might well add another video to the channel. We'll see. We'll see what we learn. Either way, I'll try and share the information if we get it. The next 8 tournaments I'm going to go through in ascending order of number of players. So we'll start off with Crit Hit from Liverpool. They had 16 players, and the deck that won that event was a Harn Vigilance deck, Harn Blue. Some notes there as to a bit of narrative as to what else took place in the tournament for you to read through and go through. I can just read them off the screen, but that would be a little bit reductive. Then again, you might be watching this or listening to it and not watching it in a car or something. So the 16 players, 4 of them played Harn decks, 2 of them played Vaders. There was 1 Thrawn, there were 2 Bobas, there was a Chirrut, an Iden, a Sabine, 1 Grand Inquisitor, and 1 Leia player. Next event was the Game Shop in Aldershot, which had 18 players. Krennic Blue won that one, so that's a very interesting winner. Yeah, there's a lot of Krennics in there. So the top 8 in there. The second place was a Boba Green. Third was another Krennic, but this one was Krennic Green. Fourth was Chirrut Red. Fifth was Leia Red. Sixth was Luke Green. Seventh was Krennic Green. And eighth was Boba Green. Next up was Leisure Games in London. They had 19 players turn up to theirs, and it was won by Harn Green. Their top 8 also included, although I'm not sure it's the exact breakdown in the order of them. There were 2 Boba Greens, there was a Boba Yellow, there was an Iden Blue, there was a Leia Red, a Sabine Green, not Sabine Green, Sabine Red, Sabine Double Red, awesome, and a Vader Green. So, yeah, cool. Board in the City in Southampton had 19 players as well. That was won by a Luke Aggression deck. The other participants that I'm aware of, there was a Luke Green deck that came in second, and a Hera Double Green came in fourth place. So that's kind of cool. Living Realms in Castleford had 22 players, and it was won by a Boba Green deck, which is obviously all the rage. And although to be fair, it's not It's not that often I'm seeing it in winning in this list, so it's interesting that people are coming up with counters to it now. It's not winning as heavily as it was before. The top 8 included 3 Boba Green decks, a Sabine Green, a Han Green, and a Palpatine Blue. Heavy control deck there, I'd imagine. The Jester Games tournament in Manchester had 24 players. That was won by a Han Green deck, and I'm told that the winner there, in their prize booster box that they won for winning the event, pulled 2 Hyperspace Bobas, which is, yeah, got to say I'm a bit jealous about that, but who wouldn't be? Fanboy 3 in Manchester. There's 2 in Manchester. Oh, that's right. Jester Games, I think, run on Sunday, and I think Fanboy run on Saturday, so there was a lot of cross-pollination amongst the players in these 2 events. Fanboy 3 had 30 players in their Manchester store. It was won by a Sabine Green deck. The finals was the Sabine Green versus an Iden Red. Third place was Han Green, and that Han Green deck was itself the one that was top placed after the Swiss rounds before the top cut. Fourth was Boba Green. Fifth was a Chirrut Yellow deck, which, wow, I'd be interested to see the deck list on that one. That'd be, not seen that before, I don't think. Sixth place was a Krennic Green deck. Seventh was Palps Blue, and eighth was a Leia Red deck. And the biggest tournament that we've got information on in all of this was Rule Zero in London. They had 31 players, and it was won by a Boba Green deck. The winner was the only one who went 5-0 through the day, and the 4-1 players, who essentially were runners-up to him, ran Palpatine Yellow, interesting choice, Boba Yellow, Boba Green, and 2 Sabine Greens. So yeah, that was that. Overall, then, that gives us a summary of what won games over the weekend just gone, right in front of you there. Boba Green's still popular. Han Green just as popular and winning. Han Blue's up there as well. You got a Krennic Double Blue, you got a Luke Red, and a Sabine Green. And there were 3 that we don't know, as I mentioned, that we haven't got the results for yet. So, cool. Awesome. I hope you found that informative. Thanks very much. Usual YouTube stuff. We're still trying to grow the channel, so if you could please, if you value this content, drop us a like and subscribe, all that jazz. That'd be very much appreciated. And that will help us on our way on our trip to unlimited power. Thanks very much. Cheers.